subscribe, and if you leave me a comment, I'll be sure to get back with you. I'm sorry?
So you ain't coming through from your phone. So oh, I got you.
No, you don't. It says that you
just came live.
Okay, but am I still live? Because I got a warning on my phone. I don't know what Jake might be doing, but I think it might be worth. Okay. Am I still live? Okay, I'm putting a stamp pad in the middle to see if I am live. So if you don't ever jump to a stamp pad being in the middle, then that video is not live. Oh, it's so crooked. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, I am live. Okay. This is, all right. We definitely need to make some adjustments. I always adjust the wrong way. So let's just see. Yeah, we're going to wait. Sorry, guys. I have to tell you that technical challenges really do provide me with more stress than I... Yes, Janine, thank you for finding us. I had no idea that it was going to be National Scrapbook Day. Hide and seek, where's the video? Right? Okay, so we are at least live and we're streaming.
We did have Verizon go out the other day, so I don't know if...
You got to reboot everything, maybe?
No, it's if they're having issues around our area.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not really sure what it is. We can only do so much on our tech. Okay, so instead of this being like a second video, I just went ahead and deleted the first because we had just gotten started. So for this particular video, we're going to be working with a lot of 2x2s, and they are all in your kit. I did trace my 2x2s with the marker. I'm probably going to say that a couple times, Janine, just because I think other people might be joining us. But then off of your cutaway sheet, there is a few that you need as well. So this one is a 2x2. This one's a 2x2.
Eileen and Jay New.
Hi, Eileen and Jen. Thanks for finding us during our National Scrapbook Day hide and seek. Where's the video? No, I'm sorry. We're trying desperately over here just to be in good spirits over it. I find it very stressful when I have tech problems. There's the choose happy. All right, and the best day. These are all 2x2s, and they're on that cutaway sheet that was included in your kit. Thank you guys for coming back, and thank you for commenting. George will make sure that you get in the raffles. Okay, and now these pieces here, these ones here are all 1 3/4 by trimmed it out. Stay colorful. 1 3/4, 1 3/4, butterfly. I just equally cut off the sides to get 1 3/4, 1 3/4, and the little house. I think this said Home Sweet Home. I chopped that off too. All right, and you have more squares than you will need in this kit. All right. I did, once again, I took my broad tip marker and I went all around my pieces. I did all my pieces, and I'll just show you real quick how I do that. I grabbed the broad tip and I just go here, here, and here. Now, I've had such a big response to this lately. This is what I do. I've had such a big response to this lately that I have sold out of the markers multiple times, and now I have people requesting other colors of the markers we brought in. So I have done that. I will reload and make them available when we do our drop. And just to let you know, the markers are $2. Let's hope I get, nope, I didn't get the broad tip. Hold on. They do have a broad tip. I have black available now, but I will have other colors coming in, and I'm actually giving one of those away at the end of this video because this is just a technique that I really love. The markers that I'm using, yay! Hi, Deb. I would like to apologize for the technical difficulties we're having. We're not sure what's going on. Maybe there's an outage in our area or something, so it's bouncing. We really don't know. You know, so we're struggling, but thank you. We're calling it now National Scrapbook Day, hide and seek. Where's the video? Oh, just to try to make light of it, but so glad you're joining us. Okay, so I'll be giving away one of these markers at the end, and we're bringing more in. The broad tip markers that I'm using for the most part, you'll notice I have the same one because I went through mine. These are old markers, alcohol markers I pulled out of my stash. This gave me some value to do this, to use a product that I certainly wasn't going to color with anymore because I have replaced them and went with the Spectrum Noir markers, which are my favorites. So that's where that came from. But if you want to outline all of your pieces to see that, that is what I did. All right, so I'm going to put these aside now. If you need a little time, I'm going to move along a little slower. All right, so now we have some stenciling to do with this one too. Okay, I have my stencil, and I'm going to be using this pink flamingo ink. Hi, Sharon. All right, so 1 3/4 by 1 3/4.
Sharon Roselli said she's had problems at her place too.
Oh, okay. So it's a real struggle, right? Of course it is. If I didn't need it today, it would be just fine. That's the run. All right. So if you look here, here, here. Oh, let me grab the. I don't know why I'm showing you the sheet, guys. We have the big one. Let's see if I can find the last layout that we have not done yet. I now just have layouts everywhere because I guess you guys have realized that I have the demos and then I make them and I get 2 more. And of course I buried them. Hold on. All right, here we go. So sorry about that. All right, so you can see here, this one here, this one here. Isn't that pretty? We are going to stencil this off. But one of the things that I wanted to share is I really like to use up my scrap paper. So you can stencil off the size that you need by taping it off with just a little bit bigger of a piece. So I'm going to show you this real easy way that I like to grab scrap papers. I do this with a lot of white, but other colors too. So I only need the center. The amount that I need is 4 2x2 squares. So really what I need is a 4x4 piece. So I have done this piece 4x6, and this is in your kit, right in your bag, 4x6. I taped off that first piece with my art tape. I'm going to put this on now. Decide how I like it. I'm going to take the second piece. I'm going to tape that off. There we go. And just to make sure my kit wants to kind of stay where it is. And George is going to try to stay on top of watching to see if we lose. But let's all just hope, pray, and wish that we don't lose each other again. All right, I'm going to grab a brush. I use my brushes all the time. I use them again and again, and I wash them in my sink. So if my brushes look a little dirty, it's just because they're well loved. All right, so here is pink. Pink is a little more forgiving. So because it's a lighter color, I don't feel like I have to dab it off as much, but I'm still going to grab that scrap paper like we did before. I'm just going to do a little bit to get that initial, and I'm going to go ahead and go back and forth. I'm hoping I got all my blue off of this. Nope, look at that. These are not going to be pink because I didn't clean my full stencil. So guess what? This is going to be a different color with a clean stencil. I told George, I'm like, I said, so I don't know what's going to happen with my stencil because I only wiped it clean and I'm going to a really light color and might end up with some purple or something. I really liked the pink, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this on this side and then look, it'll be on my brush. There we go. We're going to see what color we get. That was really heavy. All right, I'm going to flip it over. Oh, it's not a bad color though. It's kind of like a purpley. Ta-da! All right, take the ink that was on my stencil. So I get more of a truer pink that I would like to have. But we'll see. I am going to change my brush too. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Hello, everybody. So hi, everybody. This is Tina. This is National Scrapbooking Day, and we have really been struggling with some technical difficulties today. This latest version, though, we have changed over 2 things. I'm running on full data. In addition, we're hoping that this is going to fix it. We really don't know why we're struggling, so we are sorry because we know it's got to be frustrating on your end as well. We're going to wait a few minutes to see if people can find us on this live, as well as if I am even streaming. This is my 3rd attempt to go live again, and my streams have just stopped. So if you could bear with us for a moment, we're going to see if we can get everything situated. Thank you so much for your patience.
Yeah, I do have volume. You just put that down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. if I have to do a check. We do want to give a couple of minutes, so we're going to go ahead and wait to see if people can find the video. Also, we want to give a few minutes to see if the video is going to stay connected under the new settings that we have put on. I've changed the settings on my phone, which is what I use to stream, as well as George has looked at the Wi-Fi.
On your page to
I'm just thinking we should close a bunch of stuff, but we can't, so it's okay. I mean, we really can't. Yeah, trying to think of anything, right? Okay. I am so sorry that we've had so many technical difficulties today. You guys have been really amazing. Thank you so much. It does at least look like it's holding. Do you have any notices?
Mm-mm.
And there hasn't been any buffering?
Somebody.
Okay. It doesn't look like we're buffering. Okay, let's hope this will make it. I do not think I have ever had so many video problems in a single day. I think this is the most I've ever had. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of color in my stencil piece. All right, we'll wait for people to join, and I will try to get some of my stencil piece done. Hi, Jen. Oh, it's a struggle. Thanks for staying with us. It's a little bit brutal today. We really don't know. So we've changed all the settings on my phone. We're just trying anything at this point. Oh my goodness. It's when you know we must want it bad. All right, so I am just finishing up my stenciling, and I'm going nice and slow while we wait for people to rejoin. If you didn't want to do your stenciling, you can definitely just use the white squares that were provided or some of the extra. But you can see here, if you had to tape down. Hi, Deb. I'm so sorry. This is probably the most difficulty we've ever had streaming. This has been a little bit crazy today. We're not sure if it's like outages in our area and they're working on it or something going on. We did lose our internet just a couple days ago, so we're not sure, but thank you for your patience. Okay, so you can see you would have no room to tape a 2x2 square down. That's why when you want to do a stencil and you want to do the cutaway, your piece needs to be a little bit bigger. But grabbing some scrap paper and just grabbing your stencils, and I think this heart one you'd be able to use quite a bit. You can use this for cards or scrapbooking. You know, even if you just wanted to do something simple, like if you do planners or journaling, I just felt like this one was, you know, really good, which is why I wanted to make sure I got all the products to you guys in this kit. Okay, so I've added a good bit of pink. I feel pretty good about it. And I added a lot because I was just sitting here talking, hoping that I could get everybody back in. Hi, Janine. Thank you so much for your patience. I don't have much more to give. I'm so baffled. All right, I'm going to throw that aside because I don't need to use it again, and I'll clean it later. All right, I'm pulling my piece off. I'll get rid of my art tape. There we go. Okay, I'm going to just let that sit for a minute, and we'll cut that in just a second. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I think because of the difficulties we are having, I'm going to make the announcement now. You guys know you got a bonus card workshop for these. I don't think you need me to do these. All the pieces to put these together, and every single card goes together the exact same way. You're putting a piece across the top, a piece across the bottom, the piece across the center, the foam tape. This is on foam tape. You're going to your thin cuts like this. Okay, you can see that I've done a lot of pre-cutting for mine. And you're going to put those together. I don't think I'm going to try to do this today just because, you know, I have a bazillion videos now that I have to link, and I'm sure that's going to be a bit rough for other people. I'll probably have to do some type of a consolidation overview video. But I hope you guys will understand that I'm gonna come back and do the cards either tomorrow or Monday. All right, because I think it's crazy town, but I also think you could put them together on your own. All right, so here we go. If you want to keep crafting, or you can do remixes of these beautiful layouts. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut my piece off. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it at 2 inches and 2 inches. Like your stencil doing smaller areas, you can see here that but this is a great way, a great way that if you just need a little bit more paper to finish a layout, maybe you want something coordinating, grab your stencils, grab your matching inks, and there you go. Look at these pretty pieces. Super pretty. All right, so I'm going to take my marker now because I did all the other pieces. And I'm just going to swipe. Okay. Oh, so we are already experiencing some technical difficulties. I don't know if that has picked up on George's end yet. But I did just see that I went out. I saw a little wheel on my phone. So hopefully I wasn't out too long because I really can't see the top of my phone very often. Coloring? I'm not coloring. Oh, okay. Okay, so it kept. Thank you. We're going to really watch this a lot more closely. I am going to try to move through the video. I'm going to try to do it a little quicker, but I'm not going to try to do it so fast that, you know, it's crazy. But I'm going to try to go a little quicker than I've been right now, I mean. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in on this. This here is what I call a double gut. Okay, the double gut for this layout really is this piece here. Oh, sorry, a double cut gut, not a double gut. All right, basically what it means is 12 by 12 sheet, and I have just taken my cutter and removed the inside or design space. Design space is how we get a lot of these done. It just depends. Okay, and then it's in that 1 inch marker on your cutter. I just wanted to share that with you. So all you do is whenever you want the 1 inch is you slide your paper to 1 inch. Now my 1 inch is right here. And then you drop so if this here is cut at 11, so I would drop this at 10, 1 inch shorter. I put it on the 1 inch. I drop it down. I write it up. I stop it. That's why it's called gutting your paper. The double gut is the double cut gut is really amazing because it can really help you extend your papers to get a lot more. Okay, here we go. We're going to just go ahead and I'm going to put these on and then put them aside because I just think that the flow of that will be better for me. I do find sometimes the double cut guts are a little harder to place because they're a little more fragile. So pop it down. And I have about a 1/2 inch all the way around. Hello, everybody. Okay, we are at a point that we're doing a test right now. We've decided to just turn off all of our Wi-Fi and see if we can stream the video with just me using data. I don't know if that's going to work, but if you guys can bear with me for 1 minute, we're gonna check and see if we can somehow get through this today. I can't apologize enough. We have really tried to troubleshoot every time there's been an issue, but it is just one of those things that we are really just kind of struggling to, you know, to make it work at this point. So we figured we would try to give this a final good try, and then we're not real sure what we're going to have to do. Yeah, George has also completely reset all the Wi-Fi in the house, so we're doing the best that we can. Is it really crooked, or how's it look? Oh, well, yeah, you might want to give me a heads up on that next time.
Well, I don't know if it's you or me.
It's always the camera, George.
No, I meant it did I had a circle.
Okay. I'm really looking to see if the camera adjusted at all. Like I did a camera adjustment. The delay is killing me. Oh yeah, I just saw it shake. So.
Anyway, it's still crooked. Okay, now you just
Okay.
waiting for a second.
Yeah.
But it jumped back on.
Okay, guys, I am sorry. This is definitely a struggle. We are doing our very best. This is probably George has reloaded all of the Wi-Fi in the house, like shut it all down and is bringing it all back up all the way across the board, including our Wi-Fi extenders and everything. But we're going to try to do this just using data and not being on the Wi-Fi and see what we get. Do we look like we're live? Okay, it's confusing for us too, but we're more worried about you all on your end. We just want you all to be having a good experience. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. I'm almost to the point that I'm ready to just cry. I feel so bad because, you know, we've just tried to do a really good event for you guys. Okay, we are going to try to pick up. Oh, man. All right, and I laid this on top when we were done, and I had already put on my adhesive, so let me move that. Craft disasters. Lesson 1. You know what, George? I'm going to tell... when I get done this, like originally I was like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not, yeah, like I've got stuff to do. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to do it. I am changing my mind and thinking I just need to go somewhere and get a margarita. I feel like I've earned it. It's just crazy right now. I've never had anything like this. Okay, we're gonna try to hope that there isn't a tremendous delay, but I already see we're skipping and we're paused. All right, George, you're gonna have to just sit there and watch it. I can't talk at the moment it comes up. I have to stop talking because at least then I don't have to reshoot anything. Okay. All right, here we go. College try. I don't know what I'm going to do to redo these videos. I'm going to have to work through something. That's all I can say. All right, this one's going to go on the top, and it's going to do 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now, the good news is I'm simply just going to repeat this process for this next one. This is a really nice, fast layout, supposedly, too. All right, I feel like if I didn't laugh, I would cry. All right. The other side is cute, too, if you want to use the butterflies. Butterflies are cute, too. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this one together. Okay, I literally just ripped my whole sheet. This is what they call quicksand. All right, but let's go ahead and repair that. I want to show you how to repair it. Okay, so whenever you do a rip in your paper and it's accidental, you'll notice that whichever way you ripped it, whether it was forward or back, it'll have a little white line. So what you want to do is you want to line up the white line. This is pretty decent because it has text, and the text could possibly help you. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my piece on. Hi, Deb. I'm really sorry. I have no words. This has never happened to us like this before. All right, so I'm just putting a very thin piece of washi tape on this one side because I'm going to have to take that off. And then on the back is really where I'm going to do my patching. So here we go. Patch, patch, patch. Get a good amount. There we go. We're going to flip it back over. I just ripped my paper. I'm just sharing how. All right, and then I'm going to pull this off. It's got to go, it's got to want to come off though, right? I got to turn it to me. And now I'm just going to peel that off, and there we go. And my page is fixed, and my writing is in order. All right, there we go. Okay. Does everyone feel like they need a margarita, or is it just me? That's what I'm curious about. All right, we're going to leave that 1/2 of an inch all the way around. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to put this other piece right on top of it. And like I said, I'm going to do that washi tape on the back that I always do later on. We're just going to try to get through a video. Poor George has to literally sit there and watch me. And it's really weird for him because he's watching with the delay. And so he hears me talk and it doesn't match the video. It drives me crazy. I'm adding a little bit of glue to this piece right here. There we go. Just for that little end piece. Okay, we'll put this on top with that 1/4 of an inch all the way around. There we go. All right. Okay, so now I have both my pieces done. All right, here we go. All right, here's what I really love about this particular layout. You'll notice the layouts in themselves are set up with a picture orientation of a 6x4 and then 2 3x3s at the bottom. And then over here you have 3x3, 3x3. And down bottom here, you have 3x4s. The thing is you could do another 6x4 here. You could do 3x3s and 3x3s here, 3x4s, 3x4s, 3x3s. You can change the orientation and the size of your pictures for whatever you have. You could even change this to have 2x2s. If you wanted to change this to 6 2x2s, you can do that. And that's one of the reasons why I really love this, because it holds up to the sketch for your pictures. Now, if you really wanted to, and I just wanted to show you how it changes the size. So your piece goes this way, okay? If you change it this way to change the orientation of your picture so that your portrait instead of the landscape on the 4x6, it'll still work and you'll see the edges. All right, so that's one of the things that I really love about this sketch. It goes together very quickly. And what I really like about it is just this top piece is really where your focus is. All right, we're going to start with this one right here. All right, I'm going to grab my Today and my Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. I also have, this is a lot of my prep in here. I have the lemons that I need. I have the pieces for the cards and the little hearts and stuff like that. I really love to use little baskets. Those baskets in particular, the reason why I like them is because I can stack, I can stack multiple projects on top of each other. It's paper. It's okay. I'm just adding that marker. This marker is dying. I don't know how much longer I will have it. I'll have to replace it with a different one. I keep a few of these out. I'm actually trying to get them out of my stock until I get to flip over to all the new ones. All right, here we go. Whew. You guys are really awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support. I'm just sorry that we couldn't figure out what was going on and do a little bit better. Okay, to make this a little bit quicker, I'm going to grab my adhesive gun and I'm going to, let me pull this down a little bit. I'm going to go, so these go from 2 to 10 and they go down 2 inches. But they go farther than that, like the thing goes on top of it. So literally, I just ran my adhesive straight across. This is going to save me some time. Now I want to start with the center. It's real important that we start with that center piece, that our grid is locked in. I got to find, okay, here we go. Leaf pieces are on the back of the flowers. If you want to do it just like this, but you can do it anyway. We're going to line this up. We make sure we're lined up in our grid, nice and perfect. We take our first 2x2 and it goes just right to the left of the 6. There we go. We take a plaid piece and we're going to put it on the right. Okay, there we go. We're going with a dark pink next to it. And I don't know why I rotated it. They're all straight cuts, right? I'm a little high right there, but that's okay. And then on this side, one of the green. This is why I like to prep all my pieces ahead of time, because I think it makes this a lot faster. Okay, I'm just going to throw them into the center. We have another one right underneath. There we go. I'm doing it again. So I'm going to find, I'm always working from the center because I don't want them to overlap. So I'm going to add the blue. I rotate out of habit, just so you know. All right, words. Green. It's a little dash, but oh, here we go. It's the back of the butterfly. Or you could use the butterfly. You can't go wrong with these, okay? All right, and notice my pile's going to just get smaller and smaller, straight down all the way to the bottom. All right. I'm going to move these over just a little bit, and now what I'm going to do is slide this up so you guys can see, and I'm going straight from the 2 to the 10 on the bottom. I'm going to fill the bottom in next. There we go. Okay, so at the bottom here, I'm just trying to keep what I did here. You can really do whatever, okay? As I find some of these pieces, I'm going to pull those out and just kind of stick them up top just to help me go a little bit faster. All right, let's see. What is yellow on the back of? The butterfly, was it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm locked in my grid. And I'm, oh my gosh, now we have helicopters flying over. Is this really happening? I don't know, guys. This is just kind of crazy down. All right, the yellow dashes. I think this will be one of the funnest layouts to redo. The choose happy, I really wanted to be able to see that. So I selectively kind of chose where I was going to do some of these. The diagonal stripe, maybe the words. Diagonal stripe is where the words are. Just adding those in. If you have a little bit of overlay, it's better to have some overlay in these areas. All right, I'm just going to keep adding my adhesive. This is for all the ones that are going to come here, and these are for the ones that are going to come up here. There we go. So I can start to fill this in. So now I'm going to, once again, always start in lining up in the center. I find that it's the most forgiving. If it sticks over a little bit, it's okay. The leaves. Okay, plaid. And you'll just have less and less pieces. And if you notice you're going to be really off, you can slightly move the piece up if you want and leave a little gap if that, if that bothers you. Okay, so now those wonderful pieces that we stenciled, this one's going to get a home right here. There we go. This one says, hello there, sweet friend, but I didn't really want that to show. So it's going to go right here. We're not filling in the center because we cover it up. So why would we spend our time doing that kind of work? Okay, and adding our last one. And there we go. All nice and matched up. Over here, we have our first double. So we're going to do the sky blue piece. And then we had some that we cut down a little smaller, which is the telephone. And that's going to go kind of right on top of it, framing it out a little bit. And then a pink mini dot piece. Okay. All right, there we go. And this is because I was low here, goes over a little bit. That's that little gap right there. If you want to peel it and fix it, you can, if it bothers you. As long as you're using a forgiving adhesive. This is one of the reasons why I do not use liquid glue to put all my pieces down, because I tend to mess up a lot. Okay, what I want to do is I want to get all my squares done at one time. So I'm going to swap these, slide them right off just like that. Try to keep them in the middle so I can show them to you as we go. Oh, there we go. And I will bring that back in when we're ready. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to slide this down, make sure I'm in my grid. 2 to 10. George, are we still streaming? Oh, okay, 2 to 10. I want to get those first ones down before I add more. So diagonal, the heart, which was off of that sheet. Another, yellow dash. So many pieces are here. I don't think it really matters if I have a yellow dash or not, to tell you the truth. I kind of like the butterfly now, which is kind of funny because I had the choice to use that and I didn't. All right, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to start with the heart. We're going to do the 6, and you want to be like on the 6, but just slightly to the right. Okay, there we go. The yellow one. Those little dashes. Okay, green. And here's one thing that I do love. I don't know if all of these were done on a Cricut or not, because when we pre-cut, George often does a lot of manual cuts too, but if you use the Cricut for a project like this, they will all be perfectly 2x2s. Okay, going down again and straight down here as well. Oh, I hope I didn't just go over. Okay, like try to keep it to the center with that if I can. And I'm going across the bottom. I know, it's so much adhesive that I'm putting on right now. I'm putting all my adhesive on. But we've already seen it once, so we should be good to go.
Hear an update?
Maybe?
Eileen Nash is finally back. She had to evacuate
Hey,
her
sweet.
house
Oh my gosh, honey!
because of pouring rain, because the carbon monoxide detector went off.
Oh no!
Trying to replace the batteries didn't work, so she's at the hardware store now.
Oh, sweetheart! Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I will definitely say a prayer for you. It really is. We're having a day, y'all. Okay, so I did the best day ever. I did that. I'm just building right across like I did last time, trying to kind of stay on my page there, just adding pieces. You will have more pieces than you need. You have a whole picture of this if you want to do them identically, but basically all I'm doing is adding and adding and adding. This is really where this layout shines, is when you get to take all of the papers in your pack that you have and highlight them like this. This really gives you the opportunity to use every single paper in a layout. And these are, 12 different papers we're talking about, plus highlight all of these cutaways. This is a beautiful thing that you get to do. It really is. And I love that. It's, like I said, also such a great background to bring in those papers that you want to like use up and destash as well. You can put those in here. All right, pink. Lost my words for a minute there. I had no words. Okay, I want to get up here and do this really quickly before I put this on. I really like to do, like I said, those centers are my favorite to get done first. And don't push into your pieces too hard. That can sometimes... I'm thinking about switching. Okay, I won't do it though, but I was thinking hard. I'm kind of liking the little butterflies. Okay, and a plaid. We're almost done. This whole thing. You can see this comes together really quickly. So, if you are a person who likes to do sketch scrapbooking, you can get multiple of these done. Okay, see, you have extra pieces. I'm a little worried because, do I have all 3 of these on here? I gotta find where this butterfly goes. I'm going to track that down, but let me get these on first. I have a feeling I did 2 and 2. So this one's going to go right here that says stay colorful. 1 3/4, 1 3/4. Once again, you do not, we cover most of these things up. You do not need little decorative pieces. You can put a sticker on there. You can literally just show a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 piece and put a sticker on it. And it will look the same and give that little extra. Okay. I'm going to try to track down. Oh, the butterfly is right here. So big and beautiful. It is on the first sheet. All right, there we go. I'm going to see how everyone's making out. I'm going to take a drink. If you could do the raffles that everyone is live, that would be great, hun. Get those set up. Thank you. Make sure you have commented during the live so we can get you in those raffles, because this is going to come together really quickly. All right, we're going to do this page first, which is actually the left page. All right. I'm just going to grab my little basket of items that I have, and you have 2 white sheets. They're the exact same size. Okay. And this is the whole entire thing is on foam tape. This might be a time that you want to use that craft foam. I don't know why I flipped it over, everybody. It's a white piece of paper. All right. It's been a day. You guys are awesome. I so appreciate your kindness and the patience and the grace that you've shown me today. It really does mean a lot. Thank you very much. I'm just going to line up a good bit of foam tape, but once again, and I have craft foam. Would be a nice choice. I haven't used that in a while. Might be a nice time to get that out. I am working on really working through a lot of my stash. I think so many of us are doing that right now, but I am excited to work with new things as well. So it's nice to find a blend. All right, here we go. Now, since I have the foam tape out and I know I'm going to do this one too, I'm going to just go ahead and keep going with lots of foam tape. All right. Hi, Bev. I'm having a day. All right, I'm just going to keep lining up lots of foam tape. This is like, I don't know, this is a lot. I have used a lot of the foam tape on here, but I don't know if you guys know my rolls of foam tape that I have are just huge. And it gives me like I don't want to ration foam tape at certain times. Okay, here we go. Whew. All right, guys. So I do want to mention about the card. You got a bonus card kit with this, and you got 8 cards. I really did not want to focus on stamping with our scrapbooking with this. I wanted to just do a little bit here and there. I wanted to focus on scrapbooking. So, all right, we're going to line this up just to let you know. You need to see a little bit about 1/4 of an inch at the bottom, 1/4 inch at the top of that second row of squares, and then about equal side to side. That's it. Just eyeball it. Okay, and if you have any adhesive anywhere, I kind of thought that I might have some. You can just go ahead and get that off. Now, if you're ever using an adhesive eraser, I just want to share with you a tip. A tip is do not go back and forth. When you're doing the adhesive erasure, you're really pushing your adhesive. So you only want that to go in one way. So I'm down on it when I'm dragging it this way, and then I lift, okay? I see people sometimes go back and forth, and that will be a lot less successful for you. Okay. All right. Moving right along. It's on. It's fabulous. Let's grab that easy peasy. Yeah, it is. And I have a little thing that goes with it, but now I've lost it. I can't find my easy peasy lemon squeezy, George. No. And you have to watch a video, so it's like, what did I do with it? I think I had it at the beginning of the video. Just gonna hold. This is quicksand. It's fine. I have it. Guys, I have it. It's like I'm pretty sure I had it. All right. We're going to grab the easy peasy lemon squeezy one. Some regular adhesive. And you want to leave 1/8 of an inch. So it is 1/8 of an inch all the way around if you want to keep the pictures like I have them. And if you're lined up pretty good, it should be about the 6, you know, that you're putting this down right along that 6 to go over. There you go. Now, I really loved the easy peasy lemon squeezy, but I wanted to add something really cute. So this says, loving you is easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's going to go on foam tape, X-priced. Right? Another little piece of foam tape there. And I just created this to go with this layout. I thought it was perfect, so how cute is that? I just did a little bit of foam tape in the center and popping it on there, and it is good to go. This is done. This is really like where your pictures go. We have a little bit of embellishing to do. All of my lemons I made with the paper that was provided in your kit. If you saw the prep video, I just went ahead and stamped these off, and they're just going to pop right on here. They don't even get foam tape because we want the focus to be on this raised super white mat. Looks so good. Let's crisscross a couple on this side. There we go. And then this one out a little bit, just kind of tuck that underneath. Let's grab our bling. By the way, guys, I'm still using the leftover bling, so it's quite a bit left over. Okay, big ones go in the center of the lemons. I do really want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for just your patience and your support today. Certainly not how we wanted to launch this first series. We'll try to do what we can on our end, but we'll also try to find out what happened. All right, here I did a large and a small and diagonal on each side of these to make this come up a little bit more. And I think it really does allow that to kind of shine. It certainly will not overshadow the pictures. And we're done. All right, let's grab the other one and bring the other one in. All right, and I'll change these out so we can look at that. Here it is. Okay, page 2, all the things again. That gorgeous background, it brings everything together. So now you can really see how doing this layer upon layer upon layer upon layer going in is really what's going to bring this layout together. I felt adhesive somewhere over here. I'm just going to try to take care of it now. There we go. Okay. All right, our white piece already on foam tape. And remember, you can change the orientation if you would like. It fits. I made sure when I spec'd all of this out that you would be able to do this layout with both orientations of your photos. Because I know we all we need different ones at different times. So if you're not putting these on right now, I totally get that too. All right, about 1/4 of an inch from the top and the bottom, and then about equal amounts side to side again. Now this one I chose to do awesome with the stickers. And on this one here, there's a few of those, or excuse me, one of those photo pops that just says yes. All right, and that was right here. But I'm going to save that because it's a photo topper, and then I'll be able to put it a little bit where it is. Now, on this one here, there's the "You Are Just So," and then it says awesome. You may want to wait to add that little piece. I have "You Are Just So Awesome" and "Loving You is Easy Peasy." I thought that would work, but if you want to add "This Was" or "Just So Totally," and here is your awesome. All right, we're going to first start with our today, which is that 3x4 piece. All right, 1/8 of an inch again, just side to side, about 1/8 of an inch. There you go. All right, and to finish that off, there's a little yellow heart right here. It's right there on your sticker sheet. We will grab that. And I'm going to want to add a tiny little piece of foam tape to that. I have a foam tape I have not used up yet, and sometimes these little corner pieces can be my friends. Let's see. Oh, it's so tiny. I need smaller than that. There we go. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to put this kind of on and just over here. It just adds a little more dimension, makes it a little more cuter, I think. All right, we want to grab 3 lemons. And then we are going to be adding some lemons to our pages. All right, let's grab these 3 lemons. I had some ink transference when I did mine. I wasn't happy about it, but sometimes things happen. I'm going to let it go and just say it was good enough for me. It just means that my tape picked up ink because I had used an ink that needed to dry a little bit longer. Okay, there we go. And then one over here, kind of covering up those words so that we're not really thinking about them too much. Okay, I do want to look at the other one and see if I topped the lemons with anything. Nope, they are good because this page got the other lemon in the 3x3 square. So this one here on this single lemon, there is this lemon right here, and there's this lemon right here. We're going to grab both of those lemons. I'm going to take some of the sticky off of them. Great. This one here. Great. And they're going to get a little bit of foam tape. Okay. All right, we're going to overlap and kind of turn it, building a little embellishment right here. There we go. Okay, and for the awesome, my suggestion for the awesome is to work your way from the lemon out. So we're going to start with the E. All right, here we go. And be very forgiving with yourself. I mean, you can move it up a little bit, you can move it down a little bit, you can do whatever. You have a lot of room here doing it this way. The O. Now the O, you don't want to line up at the bottom. You want to kind of line them up the way they are right here on the sheet. All right, the L. This is the big one. It kind of goes under the O a little bit. So, and notice I am not really pressing any of them down. I'm actually kind of leaving them, like if you see, I could kind of get underneath of them with my tweezers. There we go. That just kind of helps me just in case. I also will touch them sometimes and just get a little bit of the sticky off. But you can't go wrong. It's really cute. There's the E. Shift my O up just a little bit and turn it. W. And the A. If you go over the butterfly, you go over the butterfly. See where you end up, but they are really close together. You're kind of doing them just like they are on the sheet. And there you go. I kept them nice and close, and you'll see when you do that, you can fit them in there so nicely. It's like they were just made for that size. All right, there we go. Now they're all down. All right, this one says you are just so, and that's what I'm going to go with. Making sure my foam tape, that I didn't lay it down so tight that it puckers that sticker. That is definitely something that happens to me every once in a while. Okay. My foam tape was not where I wanted it. Here we go. Okay. And now we've built this cute little title. It's all ready to go. I loved putting this collection together. It was just perfect. Just a perfectly fun, wonderful, happy colors. All right, so a big one inside all of my lemons. Okay, there we go. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, let's add some more. I think I might actually get through all of these with just my spares. Wow, there is a lot of bling here. Okay, one there. Hope you guys are liking the bling. I really do like this bling. There we go. And then, so I have a small and a medium, and here's another small. And that's it. It's done. So where this layout really shines is showcasing your papers. And then the sketch in itself, the reason why it's so great is because it's customizable with your pictures however you would like them to go. And I think that it's rare that we're able to have all of that in certain sketches, but this one really does go. I can't wait to do this sketch again. I love the fact that it's a lot of 2x2 squares, so I can really show off my paper, but also I can kind of put this one in the back burner as maybe a final sketch. A tip for this, if you know that you're going to do this at the end, gut those two background pages, choose something you really love when you gut those background pages so that you have the centers, the guts, if you will, to work with them, okay? All right, guys, this has been amazing. We have some stuff to give away. So the first thing we want to do is we do a creative art challenge. George is going to get ready. I'm going to get a piece of paper. All right. And we have, so our creative art challenge is on Creating With You exclusively. In addition to this group here and the YouTube page, we also have a private Facebook group called Creating With You exclusively. Love for you to join that. And share as long as you are part of the group. Deb, I hope you join it. But every month we have a creative art challenge, and we have our winners. And this is for that. So we had hundreds of entries, or hundreds of points were accumulated, of course. And our winner of our first is $25 shopping spree. So now we even have it where you're emailed a code and you get to place your order right online, and you get to put your code in and you use it on your next order. You can always reach out to me and do it through me as well. But we just love that we're consistently doing these little changes. Okay, hon, who is the winner? Anita. Okay, so Anita McCluskey won, and Anita's a big contributor. Okay, you have to hit remove all. Yeah, and our second winner, we're doing 2 winners this month. Sometimes we've done bling, or we've done a stamp, or we've chosen a product. But Jen Tyler was actually the first one. And she was like, yes, I love something new. She actually was the first one who let me guinea pig this last month and play with her. And I'm happy to say they're finally worked out. So Tai has $10 from last month that she will get to use. And our winner is, of the $10, you will get email code. The Bits. Sharon Bittner is the other winner. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for sharing all of your artwork with us. It is truly amazing. So that's our creative art challenge for the month of April. And our new creative art challenge will go up either tomorrow or Monday for the month of May, which is really exciting because there's so much. Okay, now let me go ahead and grab. Okay, so we have those new kits. Yes, hon?
Your prayers work. Installed new detector, and it works.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. So do you have the white basket? Go ahead and pull out of the blue one. Okay. Super exciting. So for that serendipity kit, where you'll get to pick your own, and you guys will see these release the middle of this month when we do our new kit launch. Now, I have to tell you, the kit launch is really exciting. I think I have a couple here. Okay, but we have dog themed ones, rainbow themes. We have all, but these are the kits that I'm talking about. They are super cute. This is just a couple of them that we've already done videos for. Look at this. They are amazing. These are all pre-cut kits. You'll have nothing left over. This is kind of where people want to be. You get to focus on using your stash while you're still making really good kits. We are releasing all of our kits for $10. So I'm super excited. Okay, and that winner for picking the matching serendipity, which is made with these papers. So you guys might want to come back and check those out if you really love these papers. Judy Shackelford, super awesome. Okay, let's give away a few more things. Okay, babe, I'll need the white basket. We color coded. Okay, so the first one is for everyone who joined us live. Okay, and it's still going to be 1, 2, and 3, and the winner is Eileen. Okay, I hope she's still on. 1, 2, and 3, honey, your pick. And you can see here, I have 2 more prizes that we're giving away. We're going to give away some of the epoxy shapes that, oh, this is supposed to have, hold on for just a second. This is actually a 2-piece gift, and I don't see it on the table. Hold on. Okay, I got them. All right. Whew, messed up there. Okay, this is a 2-part gift, and then we also have an ephemera. So this Easter Sunday will carry over. All of our stuff carries over, so you actually get to work with stuff 2 months. It is going to be the Circle Epoxy as well as a pack of the Easter Sunday. Now, I have to say, these are definitely Easter themed in some way, but after I started using them, they're gorgeous spring themes. There's all kinds of butterflies and cute little things, and there's 2 sheets in there, and these are super cute, and I just think they're really nice for now. The colors are for now. Did Eileen come back with 1, 2, or 3? 1. Okay, gotcha, sweetie. Let's put this on here. No, that tape will not hold. We do not want that tape. Art tape will hold. Okay. Congratulations. All right, here we go. And we have 2 more prizes. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to do this one first, and that's the white basket. Okay. Okay, I mixed them up really, really good. Okay, and our winner is Jen McAfee, who's joined us all day long. So thank you for that, Jen. All right, I'm going to clip this. We're going to put this on here, and I'm going to clip these 2 together. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, and now this is Happy Life. And I thought Happy Life was just so perfect. This is a whole pack of the ephemera. It has some of the file labels we use, the little gutting, cute frames. Super cute pack. 26 pieces in this. And they're just vibrant and bright. Okay. And our winner for that. I'm mixing. I don't love these baskets. I really feel like we should choose a different, like a deeper one next time. I think the deeper ones would be better. And our winner is Janine. Janine, congratulations. Okay. So exciting. This is just so exciting. I love to give stuff away. Y'all know I love to give stuff away. So, raffles are back. It's all back. We're really excited. Okay. It was nice to take a step away and get things in shape that we really wanted them, but we loved them. But we love our time with you guys, so this is awesome. Now, hopefully we do not have technological difficulties on our upcoming workshops. But if you loved technological difficulties, it's all technology, honey. I'm going to go with what I say. Technical difficulties which is surrounded around technology. Okay, so for the cards, I think I'm just going to come back and do those, but I'm going to go over them really quickly. You do have a full picture in your set. So if you want to keep on crafting, I don't know that I have it in me. I hope you guys will understand. But also, I'm a little afraid at this point. They're all right here. When you go to put these together, what I would share for you is get all your pieces out and separate them by your tops and your bottoms and this. And then I would put all of these on. I would put all of these on. I would put all of these on. These, the pink are on foam tape, and all of the sentiments are on foam tape. Okay, so these two are on foam, or this one's on foam tape. This one is not. This one is not, like, but it doesn't matter. You guys can really line them up. But I do think that your picture is big enough if you want to keep on going. I think we're going to call ourselves blessed for making it through this video. And say that it's a good time to pop off. And also, since it's National Scrapbooking Day and these were a bonus, I think it's okay to come back. And I think you guys should congratulate yourself for the wonderful, beautiful pages that you made today. And thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We will have more announcements on the online workshops that we'll be offering. Our goal is to do those about every 2 months. As you know, I do live events. I do weekends. We're coming back to doing virtual workshops as well, and we're looking to have fun with all of those. So make sure you follow our website, creatingwithyou.com, and you can check the calendar out here on the Creating With You page. We will also get that posted either tomorrow or Monday for May. So I think that's going to be everything. Hunter, are we good? I'm so happy we made it through this video.
Jay Newt says she'll see you at cricket class.
Yes, girl, I will see you at the cricket. I also do classes here at my house. We are very busy people, but we try to connect in multiple ways. And I will see you at the cricket class. I love teaching design space and cricket as well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Congratulations to all of our winners and everyone who joined today. And thank you for making the day special for us. It really does mean a lot. And we're happy to connect and come back and do these things. And for all of you, happy National Scrapbooking Day, and thank you for being part of a long time tradition, not just hobby, but being a historian. It really is just an amazing craft that brings generations together, and it's great to be part of that. You guys take care. Hugs and love. Bye-bye.